Um, so I guess first I'm really honored to be able to speak in front of you guys. Some of you I haven't seen in probably 10 or 15 years, some I've never seen, but it's great to see you all come together for Liesl. You know, I'm just honored to have the chance to speak about a woman who would have given anything to have her family together, who had a particular knack to see the true character in someone and call it like she saw it. She was a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a wife, a human being. She had pride, joy, struggles, sadness, triumphs, but at the end of the day, all she asked was that we all be together. You know, that's something I really remember about her. She was an open book, and she lived with her heart on her sleeves for the world to see. You know, sometime between the atrocities of World War II and the Holocaust and our first black president, she had seen it all. And Liesl made the decision every day to wear her struggles on her sleeve, which is hard, which isn't hard when you're mostly bionic. But this is what she did. She was present by wearing her past out in the open. And I mean, if you ever asked a woman how she was doing, you never really knew what kind of answer you were going to get. Sometimes a little too much. But by keeping her pain and her realness alive, and not in torment, but in a kind of appreciation for her history, she was really able to truly connect with those around her. Not once do I remember any questions she rejected, any moment of mine she rejected. I remember when I was about 10 and I was doing a school project, I interviewed her and Bob about their independent war efforts. And I remember just how honest she was in telling me about the body parts she picked up. And as a 10-year-old, are you really telling me this? And to this day, I see that as part of her character. You know, she told me about lost and newfound loved ones. But before all this ever happened, she had to take me into the folds of her family. You know, it's 12 years ago tomorrow that Gary and my mom came together, officially. And, you know, it was even just before then that Liesl was giving me my first Christmas present and treating me like a grandson, and we were all in Breckenridge together. And, you know, she didn't have to do that, you know, and it's hard enough for a step-parent like Gary to come in and really fill the role. But she's twice removed. She didn't have to, but she did. And, you know, and I guess, I remember we were all sitting in Breckenridge and the adults were playing some drinking game called Vegetable that Gary had brought up. And I remember the whole premise of the game is that you have to wrap your lips around your teeth and say the name of the vegetable without cracking a smile. And I remember Liesl trying to cover her teeth and say, rutabaga, in this hard German accent. And that's not easy. You know, but most recently, I just celebrated my birthday in December, and I was home for Christmas, and I was visiting Liesl in her recovery center. And, you know, she's not one to not give a gift, but what was she going to do? There's no basement in sight. There's no, what was she going to do? And so I get there, and she had a half sheet of paper that she must have ripped off from the table or the nightstand. And she said, "Happy birthday, we love you, our always grandson." And I melted. You know, I just couldn't believe she also took the chance just to say that, just to remind me. You know, she never let things go by, and she always wanted you to know. You know, I should have known that she cared about me like that. I should have known when they took care of my pet chameleon. But sometimes it takes these obvious signs for someone to tell you how they feel. You know, but above all, Liesl was a community builder. You know, through her ability to use her history and keep her human wounds alive, she was able to connect with anyone. I think she understood that with a strong community, anything was possible. And she certainly made things possible. You know, I think of her commitment to my future, her unwavering support. You know, whether I was dead set on going to Notre Dame when I was 10, which didn't happen, or becoming the prodigal son in California, or need to become a physician, hopefully. You know, she never once doubted my ability. And all this from a woman who has no blood connection to me. She didn't have to be there. You know, I think of her popping up on Facebook one day and saying, "Do you remember me?" Of course I remember you. How could I forget? You know, and then most recently, what really blew me out of the water is she was demanding to meet my partner of several years. And, I went to the home without him. She said, well, where is he? I went again. He didn't go. Where is he? And I finally brought him on the third day. And just the second he walked in the room, she starts poking fun at him because he had missed 3 flights, as if he was part of the family. They were exchanging immigrant stories. I found out that he speaks German that day. She just had this ability to draw you in and to see right into you. And you had no option but to connect with her. She was bright. And community builds the abilities to love, to be compassionate, but most importantly, the ability to build more community and the realization of hope. And it amazes me. I was in California, when you guys all got together on Thanksgiving, and that killed me. But it was awesome to see my mom's house packed 40 strong for this woman that everyone so clearly cared about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if death has a purpose or a question or any answers. But life has questions and seeks meaning. Lisa lived her life with meaning and a sense of purpose. Lisa built the community in this room today. I can feel it. I'm sure a lot of you can too. But upon her death, I don't believe that her torch has to go out. We have this chance to let it glow brighter than ever. We have the chance to live in her tradition every day. We have the chance and the opportunity not to forget. We get to choose not to forget. We can make her so much more than a memory. Her community quakes in her departure, but we will be strong in each other's arms because we are together.